This is the 2015 Category 3-4 Carl Dolan Circuit race. This course is 2 miles with two notable features. The final turn is a right-hand bend at the bottom of a little descent, and there's a short hill leading up to the finish. Carl Dolan is known for its crashes on the hill. Very frequently, riders tire near the front on the hill, and the riders behind bunch up, leading to overlap wheels and crashes. My goal was to stay up front as much as possible. 100 riders showed up today, and with surprisingly little surging going on in the peloton, it was very difficult to move up. My strategy at first was to pick my way through the center of the pack, but I soon realized that this was not going to work. Every time I passed a rider, 3 to 4 would pass up the sides. I struggled to position myself, but eventually I was able to make my way to the sides of the peloton where I had more freedom of movement. Here's a quick summary of things I did right and wrong. In the days leading up to this race, I made a conscious effort to hydrate, and I feel this really helped. It's something I definitely recommend. Secondly, I had no appetite today. For what reason, I don't know. And in the past, I would probably not eat enough, but I forced myself to eat, and I was well fueled for this race. Now for something I did wrong. Once I got up to the front of the pack, I was very concerned with losing my position. At one point, the riders in front of me started surging, and I jumped to follow. I felt that this was just a regular surge of the peloton with all the riders right behind me. Instead, I noticed that I had dropped the peloton and was in no man's land between a breakaway and the peloton. I was conflicted because I didn't want to participate in the break. The only reason I jumped was because I thought everyone was jumping and I didn't want to lose position. I got confused, tired, and I wasn't sure whether I should just catch the break and hang on or fall back to the peloton. I decided just to move up instead of falling back and potentially having difficulty jumping when the peloton caught me. When I finally caught the two riders in front, I sat up and waited, despite the rider in front of me trying to get me to pull through. I had wasted enough energy. Overall, it was a mistake to attack the brake. It wasn't intentional, and in hindsight, I should have paid attention to what was going on behind me. The peloton soon caught us, and I moved backwards while recovering. We had 3 laps to go, and I was really concerned that I wouldn't have enough time to recover. Going into the final lap, my position was very bad. I moved up as best I could, and just repeated over and over in my head, find a strong wheel, find a strong wheel. I knew my only hope of doing well was getting a strong rider's wheel and then jumping at the top of the hill. I saw my teammates lining up on the right side of the road, and I moved into position behind them as best I could. When I noticed the rider in white jump, I knew this was an important opportunity. The rider in white drafted my teammate and then powered away. While this was happening, there was a crash, which distracted some of the riders. I did my best to follow and to hang on, but I soon cracked, and I just pedaled as best I could as another rider roared past me for second place. I definitely had an opportunity to win this race overall, but I was very content to take first in the Cat 4s because the race was ranked separately. Also, I was very glad not to be involved in the crash, which involved a rider having his collarbone break through his skin and his jersey. Ouch. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.